What's up, guys? So today I have some interesting topic to talk about. Guys, I'm gonna spill the tea on the delay of the PS5 price, given how we're in September and we still don't know shit. I mean, now I know obviously there's been an event announced for Wednesday. Now I've come to a conclusion that is very logical and based on everything that we've seen so far. And also stick around till the end because I will be talking about some of the crazy shit I'm gonna be covering in the next couple of days because this week is going to be very, very interesting if you're a PlayStation fan. So, this is just a start. So, let's get started. Before we do start, I am going to go ahead and ask you guys to make sure to leave a like. It really helps a lot. Also, subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of interesting things coming up, including games that we should expect at the event, such as Silent Hill. Now, this one is going to be a big one, especially for me personally, because I really want to know how horror games are going to be in this game. But, anyways, let's get started and talk about what the hell happened with the PS5 price and why it's taken so long for it to be revealed, presumably this upcoming event on Wednesday. I wanted to talk about this because I thought it was interesting, especially now that we know that the PlayStation event is going to happen in like 2 days or something. But man, 2020 has just been a really, really strange year, and these companies have been doing some really funny shit in the background. It's just hilarious to me, and I think I know what happened. I'm gonna be exposing the tea on what happened, man, because this shit is funny. And now I'm gonna say from the start, I don't have any 100% leaked information. I don't have like leaked emails, but what I have is historical data that proves my point and reasoning, and there's gonna be like everything that happens that just nothing contradicts what I'm saying. And yeah, like this is the reality of it, and I'm gonna be explaining it to you guys. But man, let's just get into this right now. Let's go. Okay, so it's funny how it worked, but basically Microsoft and Sony have been playing this crazy game of chicken for a while to see who's gonna be the first one to reveal the price, the reveal date, and even pre-order dates. Like, that's just insane. These consoles come out in 2 months, and somehow we still were waiting for that information. I mean, like, a lot of people really need that as soon as possible in order to budget and just be ready. Many kids rely on parents to know everything, so they have to kind of like convince them months ahead so that parents know how much they have to spend, etc., etc. But that's just been the way it is, and the reason why this has been happening is because basically Sony wanted Microsoft to go first, but Microsoft did not want to give that to Sony for reasons that I think are hilarious, which I'm gonna expand on later on. But why? Why does Sony want to go second so badly? Well, essentially, Sony has just been really good at responding to the competition, and they just love being second, especially post PS3. The PS4 launch was the highlight of this, especially when they came from the PS3 and they rocked Microsoft's world at the PS4 launch event. That E3 event was just insane for them. They really liked it, and it was really effective. It just kickstarted the whole success that was the PS4 throughout this whole generation. So they've always stayed to that strategy. They just essentially took everything Microsoft did wrong and applied it and highlighted it in their own E3 event to make it seem how much better it is. So, stuff like that is just stuff that Sony likes to do in order to make their events just way better and way like more pleasing, especially compared to like a event that Microsoft may have recently had. But too long didn't read. Essentially, Sony just wants to clown on Microsoft every single time they get a chance. So obviously they like to go second and try and take shots whenever they can. And I mean, it's really smart, man. Like, it kind of makes sense. But shit, look at where it led us. Like, it took us all the way up to September to have anything that's gonna like finally reveal prices and release dates and pre-orders and all of that good shit that we should have known for so long now. I'm telling you, man. But I mean, this isn't just me just making it up. Let's take a look at history, if you will. Sony has always loved the idea of just striking second to get the information out there. Like, for example, Microsoft talked about the next gen first. They also showed the console first. They gave the specs first. They announced and had an event first. And now they announced the price, pre-orders, and everything first. So Sony, obviously, that was the whole point. They just didn't want to go first. They were not fucking with that. And yeah, like, the Xbox is probably gonna release first too at this point. But clearly, if you guys just take a look back, you guys can see how everything just lines up. Sony just likes going second, man. They like to see what Microsoft does, and then they respond back. But let's look at Microsoft. Let's see what these assholes were doing, because they obviously were reluctant. They took very long to reveal their price as well, and obviously in return Sony wasn't going to reveal anything first, because obviously not, they just don't fuck with that, like I said. But anyway, so Microsoft, I don't really think they had any real reason outside of, other things, to just wait for the price. Like I think, like, not like Sony obviously wanted Microsoft to go first, but I think Microsoft just didn't want to go first because they were fucking with Sony. Like, I think Microsoft is aware that Sony wants to go second, but they just didn't want to give them that. And to me, I just find that so funny, because, like, from the start, I'm positive Microsoft knew what their price was going to be. If you see every single quote that Phil Spencer has said, every single advertisement about Xbox, it's all about how cheap and accessible Xbox is. It's all about how competitive their price is. They weren't gonna wait for Sony to reveal prices so that they can compete after. They already had the Xbox Series S, which is a very, very cheap and good value system. Sony was not going to be able to, and still not going to be able to, undercut that. It's $300. Sony just wasn't going to compete with that. No way. So Microsoft was already comfortably sitting at a spot where they could just chill there and know that they're going to have the cheapest system. And I'm sure that they probably knew that, the Xbox Series X at $500 was going to be inevitably the standard. So that's probably where Sony with the PS5 is going to land anyways. If Sony decides to undercut them, it's not such a big deal, because the Xbox Series S is still going to be there, and they can just still have the cheapest system. So they're chilling, they're vibing. They knew they wanted to make a system that's going to be accessible and cheap for most people. They weren't going to make any of them expensive, because Xbox is just not about that this generation. They want to make everything accessible for everybody. That means cheap prices, backwards compatibility, like using the same controllers, a whole lot of shit. There's a lot of pros and cons to that method of going, but yeah, like, that's just Microsoft. And they waited so long just to reveal the price for no reason other than just to mess with Sony. Man, that's just so, it's so petty and childish. But I mean, who's to say Sony doesn't deserve it? I mean, they're always trying to clown on Microsoft, so, Microsoft has to, slap back real quick, make them look stupid. Man, like I said, these companies be childish and petty as hell sometimes, and it's so funny. Like, I just wish more people were aware of the stuff that happens sometimes. Like, if you really just pay attention to everything that's happening, like, you can see at the end of the day, it's people running these companies, and they can feel type of way too. And yeah, it's just business, but sometimes you gotta be competitive. That's how shit works. But yeah, I mean, like, just to add my last argument, Microsoft, I don't even think they care about consoles like that anymore. Like, it's really clear. What they care about is software. They care about that subscription money. They want that recurring money every single month from every single person. And that's why they prioritize every game on their last event on July 23rd to just be a Game Pass game, even if it didn't look good or whatever. Like, just as long as it was Game Pass, welcome to the show. If the game looked really good and it wasn't Game Pass, the developers are like, nah, we'll put it later, but not now. Like, I'm positive they held back games that look great because they weren't on Game Pass. Like, that's the kind of thing. Like, they just care about Game Pass, not much about the console specifically per se, because they're not really taking advantage of the Series X in my opinion. But anyways, that's just, one perspective. I think it's very logical. There's a lot of reason to it. There's nothing that suggests this is not true. History backs it up too. So if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like. I think it was really entertaining to talk about this because, I mean, what else is there to do? We're just waiting for PS5 at this point. And as a PlayStation primary player, I just want to see what shit they got this Wednesday, man. I'm really hyped. Let me know what you guys think too. What games are you guys most excited for? And like I said, I'm gonna have more videos. I'm gonna have something to talk about why we should expect Silent Hill at the PS5 event this Wednesday, and among other games and other expectations we should have. That's gonna be my next video. So subscribe and leave a like for that, guys. Thank you guys so much. This has been it, and peace. Crack it.